Is Amazon dropshipping too saturated? That is a question that I'm going to answer in this video, and I'm also going to present a couple solutions, so stick around for that. But before I do that, first I want to address this question. Is it too saturated? My short answer to that question is no, and my reason is that there are tons of suppliers and products on the internet that you can use. Tons, right? So I think the real question people need to ask, instead of talking about saturation, is can you still find profitable products to dropship on Amazon? And my answer is yes, you can, but it's difficult to do manually. All right, there is a challenge to it. So profitable products are hard to find. And the reason why it's hard to find profitable products is not simply because it's too saturated. All right, that is an oversimplification of the real challenge, because competition is only part of it. The real problem, the way I see it, or the real challenge, is time. And there are tons of products to dropship, but to check them manually, to manually go through all these suppliers and products, takes forever. It takes a very long time, and that is the real issue. It's time consuming. So there's certain challenges in manual product research I want to talk about very quickly, and then I'll show an example of how you can find products. Not all products from the supplier are on Amazon. So even though you can find suppliers, not all of their products are on Amazon. And then you have to find, Amazon products that are also sold by the supplier. So that's part of the challenge. The other thing is that you then have to calculate the profit for each product, and you also have to try to estimate the sales volume for each product as well. You can use software to do that, or you can manually go by the rank. I mean, there are different things you can do. You can use Jungle Scout Estimator, but basically those are the things that you need to do. Now, there are different solutions to these problems, and people have handled them different ways. I'm going to start out with what I think is the most expensive solution, which is to hire employees to do product research. And when I say hire employees, I'm talking about hiring employees to manually do the research, instead of you doing all of the manual research on your own. Now, let's say you're going to pay $5 an hour to an employee for 20 hours a week. Let's just say, for instance. Well, that would be $100 a week for that employee, right? So it would still be quite expensive. Now, this is a good option for people who are running a big store and have the budget to do this. But obviously, if you're starting out small, and possibly if you're doing this completely by yourself, this might not be a realistic, affordable option for you. So another option or solution is to use software that finds the products and also estimates profit as well. And the cost for such software tends to lie somewhere between $80 to $100 a month. It depends on the software or what package or deal they might be able to give you. This is a much better option, I think, for a lot of people who are starting out on their own, who just need a way to do product research that is a bit faster than manual. However, the cost is still kind of high. So the third option is that you can actually purchase product lists from a reliable source. There are different places you can do that. The cost, I don't know of a particular cost. I mean, it depends on who's selling them. But there are sites like Fiverr where people are actually offering to find products, and there must be other sources out there as well. So that is another option if you don't want to just go 100% manual. Now, what I'm going to do in this video is I would like to actually show an example supplier, and as well as the software that I can use to find a profitable product from the supplier. So here's a supplier, Boscov's, which you may or may not heard of, and I already scanned their page with the OA Genius extension, Gravity Chrome extension, and there's a link in the video, by the way, if you want to sign up for the free trial. And what I did is I went to a certain category, so I went to the home category, and I actually scanned the page. It's very simple. You just click on the extension, and it pretty much starts scanning right away. And I then extracted all to get all the results in. And once you click this profit button, it sorts by profit. And here's a product that I found right off the bat. And if you click on that product on Amazon, the Amazon link, here's the product on Amazon. It's $21.95 right now, where On Boscov's, the product is $149. However, the shipping is about $9.95. I actually put it in my cart. I'll go to checkout so you can see the shipping. And once you go to checkout, you should be able to see the shipping is $9.95. So that's a pretty good profit if you calculate it. I'll use my calculator, right? $149. I already put the numbers in. $9.95, $21.95 for the Amazon price. So again, $149, 1 unit, $9.95 shipping, 15% fee. Amazon price $21.95. That gives you an initial profit of $7.22. This is your sales margin, and this is your ROI, 63.09%. So it's pretty good. All right, so here's an example of a profitable product and a profitable supplier, and there must be more. So you see, it's an issue of time. When you use the software, it's so much faster, right? It just scans the whole page and it can find the profitable product for you much faster. It's not always going to be as fast as this particular example, but you can see how that works. Now, of course, we do still need to consider the rank of the product, right? We haven't actually looked at the rank. Okay, the rank is really not that great, but as I've explained in another video that I made, it's okay for the rank to be very large if the ROI is very high, right? There's a balance between the ROI and rank, especially when you have a rating and some stars, because what it means is that you can simply bring the price down. So maybe $21.95 is too much. Maybe you want to bring this product down. The break even is $13.46 according to my calculator. So I mean, you could bring it down. I'm just gonna pick a random number, $16.99, and it's still 26% ROI, right? So it's still very profitable, but by bringing the price down, you might be able to drive a sale to this product, because price is what drives sales, right? When you lower the price, you get more sales. That's just how e-commerce works in general. So that's something you could always do. This is just a duplicate. I'll close that window. And these are some of the other suppliers that work with the OA Genius software, right, as well. So this is really, I mean, now again, if the cost of software is a bit much, because I can tell you, you can do the free trial, and I would highly recommend you do it. Use that time. If you're going to do the free trial, do it at a time when you know you have time to really use it, okay, and find some products. However, again, third option is you could purchase product list. Actually, through a link in the description of my video, I have a link where you can subscribe to me, and I will be posting a few profitable products for free on my website or as a shared Google Sheet. It depends on what I decide to do as time goes on, but the point is, either way, the profitable products will be shared with you. These will be some examples that can kind of help steer you in a certain direction. So do subscribe for that as well. And that's pretty much it. Always keep in mind with any supplier, I made a video on this before as well, that any supplier that you plan to use, that you should check their policies. Maybe even have some kind of conversation with them about if they allow to ship to different addresses, their return policy, things like that. So if you have any comments or questions or suggestions on this, just you can leave them below, or you can respond to an email and subscribe to my mail list. This is Mr. Mark with Excel for Amazon Dropshipping, and I hope to see you in another video.